everyone. This is the MD Nester. Today I'm gonna check on the harvest of the peanuts. I started these out in March in the house. You know, I've got a video up here. I'll put a link up there of how I started them. Pull them up, but I think I put them in the ground in May. You know, April or May, when it got warm enough. And we had so much rain this year, these guys didn't get a lot of sun. And then, you know, the straw I put in here created a lot of weed seeds, so it didn't have, what do you call that? I guess adequate, you know, amounts of sun and that to make enough flowers. When it flowers, it'll bend over and put a shoot into the ground and create a peanut. And peanut grows under the ground. This stuff is hard as a rock. It looks like, you know, I've got peanuts. See over here where this part of the plant touched the ground, it created another peanut there. And then I'll go through the ground here and see if I can find any more. We actually need some rain. At the moment, I can't even find a worm in this ground. I think when we had all the flooding rains, you know, they washed it all out, or washed all the rain, flooded them and washed them up, and the birds took them out. This is an up-close look at their roots. You know, I think those right there, you know, given enough time, may have formed peanuts. So if I had more time for them to grow, you know, I would have gotten more peanuts. And then when you crack it, the shell open, if I can crack it open, it's kind of hard. See how wide it is? These would still be good for boiling, but if it's even more darker in there, you wouldn't want to boil them. You would just roast them and eat them like that. Wow, this one's got 3 nuts in it. I think I'll go ahead and harvest them and hang them up to dry. Here's another one. See, that's immature, and that one is mature. And then go down the line. See how everywhere it touches the ground, it forms a peanut. So if I could have kept this area grass and weed free, I may have had more peanuts. This is almost like digging for potatoes, but potatoes are kind of a little more exciting. There's another one. I can't believe how hard this stuff is. That's what I got so far, and still got more to harvest. Looks like it's time to do the peanuts. I've been letting them dry. You know, I hung them up in the shed for about a month, and now it's time to just pull them off and bag them up. I'm not sure, you know, I'm not going to give the garden the peanuts that much space next year. I may do a few plants, or put them in an area where, you know, they can do as they please. I've learned a lot that, you know, I can grow peanuts, but I need more sun, you know, and more heat to get, you know, quite a few peanuts versus a little bit. This was a good experience, and I got way more seed than I started out with. Let me show you up close. You know, they're dried out, but what happened was a flower bloomed on the plant, and then it bent over into the ground and planted itself, and the peanut grew from the flower. And every piece of the plant that touched the ground, a root came down, and a peanut and a flower formed in that area too. So that was pretty cool. I think there's a lot of potential for peanuts in the right area. But the right area is not my area for actually farming them. Maybe a half a pound of seed from, I think there was 3 to 6 of each kind of peanuts that I started out with. I'd have to go back to my original video and take a look. But I did get way more than I started with, so this was a success. And it was something fun to try. But as far as being a sustainable crop, I don't think it's a sustainable crop for my area without having a massive amount of ground to put them in, because this right here probably wouldn't even make a jar of peanut butter. You know, it would make a few good snacks, or quite a few good snacks. I'm going to return all this to the soil and put it in the compost pile over here. That way all the nutrients it absorbed will be returned to the ground. But I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day and happy gardening.